Hey everyone, today I'll be looking at the sub-faction of the Slaves to Darkness, the mortal faction that has sworn themselves to the Chaos Gods undivided. While Chaos appears in varying forms across the mortal realms, these differing tribes can be grouped under 6 umbrella categories that have come to be known as the Damned Legion. Let's find out a little bit more about each. Here we go! The host of the Everchosen, as indicative with their name, follows the leadership of Archaon the Everchosen, the champion of Chaos Undivided. These warriors are often equipped with large black spiked armour, that muster within horrific dreadholds or attempt to smash through the realm gates to assault the realms which lie within. These warriors worship all forms and aspects of chaos, and seek to pursue a path that appeases chaos in its undivided form. Within the host, leadership roles are fiercely contested, and lead to ritualistic duels to the death over these roles. However, when the host marches to war, their discipline is completely unified. Their desire to cruelly maim and destroy any which would stand in their way solidifies the host in purpose, a terrifying prospect for any which dare oppose them. On the march, the host seems without number. The Chaos Warriors march in ranks that are unending, gathered under massive banners which are embroidered with the dark sigils of their gods. The footsteps echo to the beat of their huge war drums that drive the march. This drum is made from captured slave skin, stretched across the barrel. Amongst the host of the Everchosen stand the elite warriors that have seemingly been blessed by their dark gods. Amongst the horde of warriors, these stand head and shoulders above, and their black armour often bears the spoils of war more than any other warrior in the ranks. The Chosen, as they are referred to, wield titanically massive soul-splitter axes. The size of these weapons require warriors to use both hands to cleave their enemies apart. It is common to see these warriors atop of rattling chariots, towed by all manner of twisted and warped creature. These chariots often littered with a variety of weaponry alongside the barbed edges of the chariot itself. Lastly, the Chaos Knights, atop their terrifying destroyers clad in their hulking armour. The charge of these beasts is capable of shattering even the best drilled lines. Enemies would be torn at which they should be more feared of. The warrior atop of the steed wielding the massive bladed weaponry, or the destroyer capable of shattering bones and gouging flesh with its savage kicks and bites. The host takes great pleasure in the destruction of any that seek to better the mortal realms, and see themselves as the iron fist of Archaon, and as such his will made manifest. Therefore, any which stand in their path are doomed to die. Within the mortal realms, chaos is worshipped by many differing tribes and cultures, and all of these choose to worship the deities of chaos within their own way. These people have no conclave to join or sacred texts to study, which may unite them in a force. As a result of these tribes having a wide range of interpretations of how their chosen gods seek worship, these vary tribe to tribe. However, when the call to war is put forth, the elders of these tribes will join together and agree to fight a common enemy. They will join under unifying figureheads amongst the factions. Whilst dishevelled in their appearance, these warbands, known as the Ravagers, are united in their intent. Tribes from the Dark Oath tradition, cultist bands from the 8 Points, and a range of others take their place at the heart of this force. To the enemies, their intentions are clear and unified. However, those that understand the rivalries within these differing chaos tribes know the truth. There is a bitter clash amongst the leaders, and when one should fall in battle, the power vacuum that is left is quickly filled by another warlord. All of this is in pursuit of the only goal which matters, to win the approval of the dark gods. Within the realms, there are mortals which seek to dabble in magics that are foul and treacherous. Shunned by a more civilized society, these mortals eke out an existence and have banded together. These seek to master these dark sorcerous arts, and within covens will work together in their attempt to attract the attention of the dark gods. Where a single spellcaster can create foul abominations with the power they have harnessed, many more will learn from this spellcaster and seek to bolster each other's power when casting these spells. Together, these covens have the potential to rearrange reality itself and to assist them within their foul plot. Generally, those that bear witness to the cabalist wonders on the battlefield are drawn to follow them, in awe of the destructive forces that can be wielded by these wizards. Some are also impassioned that they will willfully give their lives to further empower the wizard's spell, and this is seen as a wondrous martyrdom, which may grant them blessed immortality which exists on the other side of the veil between life and death. This is a mythical belief held by the cabalists, which their leaders constantly reinforce to ensure the flow of willing batteries for their dark arts. The truth of this is sadly far more bleak. These martyrs simply give their soul energies to allow for the incantations of dark spells that blast across the battlefield. These spells, which have been cast using soul energies, are generally far more potent, for the dark gods are amused that mortals will stop at nothing to gain their attention and garner supernatural gifts which they assume is their birthright. Whilst the chosen of Be'lakor seek to operate in the shadows, in an attempt to remain hidden from the watchful eye of Archaon, when mustering for war, their true power is finally unveiled. Thousands of legionnaires bearing the mark of the Dark Lord, or wearing cloth that bears his likeness after shedding their supposed marks of allegiance. Although there will be some cosmetic differences between the legionnaires' markings, their purpose is unified and starkly apparent, where their allegiances lie when the war host marches. Centurion marshals march across the swelling ranks, issuing orders to the swath of warriors and to the champions within, in how best to strike and fade to the other opposing champions. Their purpose is to continue to keep opposition forces guessing in which direction the next strike may come, so that the death blow can be dealt. Favourite amongst the Legion of the First Prince and of Be'lakor himself is the champion known as Eternus. This treacherous champion seeks to further his Dark Master's foul plans, and it's only when the veil of shadows is pulled back it is often revealed that the Legion has outmanoeuvred enemy forces, even 2 steps ahead of them. With their master's name on their tongue, they scream into combat with their ornate war gear crunching with the impact. The despoilers are a pox on the land they tread, with the very air wailing and the ground trembling within their presence. It seems that reality itself protests as this beastile force, known as the despoilers, changes the land forever. These forces are often led by demon princes, which each commanding a host of freakishly shaped and coloured horde of creatures never seen before within the mortal realms. It is those that feel the touch of chaos most keenly that gravitate towards the despoilers, usually due to their outward appearance. These warriors are shunned from other legions. The demon princes which lead these forces are mighty warriors themselves, and even considered themselves to be minor deities, sitting beneath the great pantheon of chaos. Should one of these demon princes catch the eye of their patron gods, perhaps they too could ascend to true godhood. This is true amongst the Despoilers Legion as a whole, where all that have found some minor blessing bestowed by the Chaos Gods, for they see the gods as a united force, rather than separate forces vying for power. This is especially true for the Furies and the monstrous Soul Grinder engines. However, regardless of individual beliefs, the common purpose remains: to reshape the realm into a land of anarchy. The very brick and mortar of war unending flowers as they pass through the realms in the march of battle. The varanguard is a force unlike any that has been seen across the mortal realms. Originating from the 8 points, these warriors are sworn to Archaon the Everchosen, although he rarely leads the force in combat. Folk in the mortal realms speak of the coming as a cacophony of sound. The trampling of their hooves beckon the end of days, with thousands of hooves blended into one trampling charge. In hushed whispers, survivors of the attacks speak about the mounts that the varanguard arrived on as no mere steed. These were giant demonic horses which have a hunger for the flesh of humans, and are perhaps just as blood-crazed as their horrific riders. One may be deceived into thinking they stand a chance when facing off against fewer of their number. However, even just one of these warriors are capable of wreaking incredible havoc upon a battlefield and even to the wider realms. But to face them at their full strength is almost unimaginable. The maelstrom of steel is unlike anything that opposing warriors have ever seen before. Then, in their wake, come the lesser riders, who aspire to one day hold the title of varanguard, or these riders have simply accompanied for the murder that will no doubt occur in the wake of these warriors. Across the battlefield rings the laughter, as those who attempt to defy their might are ground to dust. Any that stand will fall. For this isn't just an elite force, or even a cavalry force, but a landslide of iron, muscle and murder to bring oblivion into reality. That's it for the Damned Legions. We really hoped you enjoyed learning a small portion of their histories, and if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like and maybe even subscribe to the channel. Cheers!